I'm a buyer. We all want value. At the same time, the market is the market, right? It's been set. We can find you a good deal on your real estate, but we can't make something out of nothing. So here's our tips for how to create your own sweat equity or how to maximize. How do I take this from a 6-cylinder to an 8-cylinder type of vacation rental property?
Sure.
I feel like we know that. And
Yeah,
again,
no, I
we've
agree.
helped our owners do it. You've done it for yourself, and there's little things that can be done that don't require an insane amount of investment, but devil's in the details kind of things. Like, what kind of tips and advice do you have for somebody? All right, I'm ready to pull the trigger. I'm going 50% down with you. I bought a 2-bedroom condo. It's oceanfront. It fits all my lifestyle parameters. It's for, just painting a hypothetical picture here. It's $500,000. I'm grossing $50,000 a year in vacation rental income. What can we do to improve that?
Right. I mean, that's a great question, and I think a lot of it does boil down to. I mean, I think there's a lot of parallels between real estate marketing and vacation rental marketing.
Correct.
Really top-notch photography, videography. I mean, it's just imperative in that market. I mean, you've got to have, I always kind of say web appeal is the new curb appeal. I mean, you really got to stand out well there. So investing, that couple $100 or whatever it is on that front is huge. And then, you have a lot of expertise with, staging and, color schemes and, those sorts of things. I mean, that is huge as well. And, and then you can, along the lines of staging or just property condition, we can dive into the conversation about, remodeling and what trends are going, people are looking for right now. I mean, there's not a lot of modern or real contemporary inventory here.
Well, that's what I wanted to touch on is because in any market and at any given time, there's opportunity. So where's the weak spot? And for Maui, it's just that a lot of people don't want to take care of their stuff.
Yeah.
They got their life going on. They're busy. They have their business, their family, everything else on the mainland to where they almost neglect to a fault their condo. Yeah. And then they wonder why the numbers struggle,
Well, yeah, and exactly. And on that note, and then having a manager who really cares. I mean, I don't really look as with all of our clients, with whom we manage their properties. I look at it as more as a partnership. I mean, it really is. It's a vested interest. I mean, the better that we can help them do, there's a direct correlation to our compensation, to picking up more referrals from them, or happier guests. So it behooves you to have a really synergistic relationship with whomever you're choosing to work. Yeah.
You're in essence, you're kind of buying a little mini hotel.
Sure, absolutely, no question.
And if you don't want to be the hotel manager, your property manager is the hotel manager, or in some sort of in-between partnership.
Yeah.
50, as much as you want to be involved. But if you give me the keys to the car and you say, how do we make guest experience a 5-star? How do we keep cleaning 5-star? I mean, across the board, if you ran a hotel.
Yeah.
Concierge, lifestyle, online marketing, presence, good copy, and good branding.
Yeah.
That can be done. And it really only requires mostly sweat equity and a little bit of check equity on top.
Sure.
But that's where your property manager is essential. It's just a huge deal. And for Maui, I just feel like this is throwing out a spitball number, but 80% of the inventory is just neglected, and it's the old wicker furniture.
Yeah.
They don't care what the cleaner does. It's bad reviews. Hey, we checked in. There was ants. There was crumbs. There was this. There was dust.
Yeah.
And all right, sorry, it's just par for the course.
Yeah, you can't have any.
They're not coming back.
Yeah.
And they're telling their friends, and then you get a bad review online, and that affects your bottom dollar.
It does, yeah.
So little things like, hey, how about your property manager goes in after the cleaning, checks it out, make sure it's all fine.
Yeah.
Give it the white glove service. All right, things are fixed, operating, lights are going, batteries are good.
Right.
Everything across the board is just a tight ran ship. And then all of a sudden there's some forward momentum, another good review.
All right. Well, and then and on that note, I mean, just confirmation process, like you said, you're running a little basic hotel. I mean, we always usually give our guests, a day or two to settle in, but then there's always a follow up with them,
of course.
To confirm, that everything is, to or exceeding their expectations.
Exactly.
So that, when you get that constructive feedback, because there, sometimes there's variables that are
Things happen.
simply out of your control, no matter how good of a
Yes.
job you've done preparing.
100%. Yeah.
Stuff's going to happen.
Yep.
So, taking care of that proactively and making sure you're dealing with it in the proper way. So when it becomes time to, get that review, it's a 5-star raving review.
And that not only helps your gross rental income tangibly, it also is going to help your resale value. So these two things work in concert. And it kind of boggles my mind that more people don't pay attention to that. They let their rental just kind of fall to the wayside. They put it on market. Hey, why am I not getting top dollar for it?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't prepped your business or your brand. It's at a C. We could have spent the last year making it an A. So if you're thinking about going on market, here's how we tighten the ship.
Yeah.
Let's get the vacancy strong.
Yeah.
Let's get, what people want, amenities like, we're doing iPads now.
Yeah.
The guest greeting cards.
Custom touches.
Exactly.
Anniversary, birthday, whatever it is,
And then you stick out like a sore thumb. So all that to say is there is opportunity to add value on your buy side, on your operating the vacation rental side,
Yeah.
and then when you go to sell side.
Yeah.
All three of those are, all right, I'm getting a little bit under market value.
Yeah.
I'm putting in the sweat equity to build the brand, and then I'm getting the premium on the back end when I go to sell, because somebody's going to want to buy that business without having to do the work that I just did. And so that's how you create value for yourself.